Hey everybody, John with Owl. I'm sitting in my office today, which is nice because it's freezing outside. I want to talk about wheel spacers. A lot of you may have seen wheel spacers online and a few websites and wondered kind of like, why would I need wheel spacers? Wheel spacers are important for things like adding bigger brake kits. You might need more clearance, move the wheel tire out slightly so you get more clearance on the caliper. Wheel spacers can actually be really helpful for vans because vans are so tall, therefore they have a high center of gravity. And when you're taking them off road, you know how the van, tilts and leans, and by widening the track of the van, you're gonna lower the center of gravity and make it more stable. And then lastly, it can be pure aesthetics. Having a big giant van and the wheels really inset kind of makes it look like a hippo ballerina. And so by moving the wheels and tires out slightly, it gives the van a really nice, good looking stance. And let's face it, at the end of the day, as much fun as vans are to live in and use, we also want them to look cool. So at Owl, we don't just make something to make something. We try to bring innovation to it. And one of the things that's really important with wheel spacers is its unsprung weight. For those of you that don't know what unsprung weight is, unsprung weight is any sort of weight that is on the outside or unsuspended side of the equation. What I mean by that is everything that's on the van is riding on springs and shocks. That is sprung. Weight that is not sprung, when you hit a pothole, the wheel, tire, axle, hub, lug bolts, brakes, all of that stuff is unsprung, meaning it actually has to physically move up and down with differences in terrain with the roadway. Unsprung weight is the worst kind of weight. You could add 100 pounds to your van and you wouldn't notice it. You add 1 pound to your wheel and you'll notice it more than adding 100 pounds to the van. So unsprung weight is really important. That is why our wheel spacers look very different from other wheel spacers. So you see that this wheel spacer is solid. Both are aluminum. This wheel spacer comes in at about 3 pounds. This one comes in, ours comes in at 1.9 or something like that, just under 2 pounds. It also looks fantastic, look at that. So we machine this out of billet aluminum and then we anodize it, which looks awesome. And then we go back in and machine it again. So this is not a sticker, that is actually machined into the face. I think it looks fantastic. What we've done here is a wheel spacer is just that. It's meant to be a spacer. You don't need this material in here. And so we were actually able to save a pound of weight by machining out these holes. It's a lot more costly for us to do because that's all runtime on the machine, and parts that are CNC'd are all how long does it take the machine to make it. So this is a much more costly part to make than something like this, but it's gonna function that much better. Additionally, it's hub-centric. Why is hub-centric important? The weight of your van cannot be carried safely on the lugs or studs or whatever you want to put in. Basically, the wheel and the weight of the van is supposed to ride on the hub and therefore the axles. So this little lip does multiple things. One, this recess here is going to fit over the hub on your van when the wheel is off. That's going to make sure everything is perfectly centered. What does that mean? It means that you're not going to get out of balance. You're not going to get a brrrr if the wheel spacer is out of balance. More importantly, this exterior lip is what carries the weight of the wheel in the van. So what you're doing by being hub-centric, you're transferring the weight of the wheel onto the hub where it is supposed to be. You might see wheel spacers that are really cheap that don't have a hub-centric design. They're maybe just a flat disc with holes. Absolutely, unequivocally, do not use those wheel spacers. And the reason is, by moving the wheel out, it's no longer riding on that axle. It's now being supported by the studs. And those studs are not designed to take, some of these built-out Revel Storytellers, et cetera, can weigh upwards of 9,000, almost 10,000 pounds. Absolutely not safe to ride on lug bolts or wheel studs. That is why we professionally engineered a hub-centric design and load tested, I think, with 10,000 pounds per hub, and looked at the effects in CAD and modeling software, and it didn't budge an inch. So very, very high quality product. These are going to go on our website. They come in sets of 4. They come as a single or a set of 4. You can use the single on the wheel carrier or tire carrier. If you've got an oversized wheel tire and you want to put it on a tire carrier, this will help space the tire off the tire carrier so that you can get a wider rim on there. I know a few people have wanted to do that. So you can order it as a single or you can order it in a set of 4 for the whole van. So again, why would you want to do this? Trying to clear brakes. You want to get a better offset in your wheel, which can be for both aesthetics and then also widening the track, which is going to make the van feel more stable off-road, be a little bit less tippy, and overall perform better. So that is the Owl wheel spacer. Again, coming in at 1.9 pounds versus almost 3 for these. They're a 20 millimeter spacer, so it's kind of just under an inch. It's about as wide as we're comfortable going. You can check those out on our website. You can also check out more videos on our YouTube channel. If you want to hear more from us, you can like and subscribe to those videos, and then you'll get notified every time we do one. Thanks so much.